All right, hello, my name is Jeremy Maas, and I'll be interviewing this lovely woman right here,
no.
Arlene Zender. This is my grandmother. And, all right, let's start with the questions, Grandma.
Okay.
So, tell me about the family that you grew up in.
Do you want to know the size of the family?
I want to know about your parents
okay.
and your siblings.
My dad my dad had a dairy farm.
Okay.
There were four children. I had two brothers and one sister. We all, of course, lived on the farm. My dad's idea was, as soon as we were old enough, we worked all morning for him, and the afternoon was ours.
To have fun.
And we had fun.
What kind of stuff did you do for fun?
For fun, at that point, we got on horses and rode around the woods and tried to hide from each other.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We just did all kinds of stuff, you know.
And how many
country-wise?
How many siblings did you have? Do you have?
Three.
Three?
One sister, two brothers.
And your brother, it lives in Texas, right?
Right. The other one died.
And then
And my sister is in Texas.
In Texas. Do you want to talk about the trip that you took down to Texas not too long ago?
Well, that would take too long. But
Too
I
long?
would say it was bittersweet.
It was the first. When was the last time you saw your brother besides that?
It was 17 years before I had seen him now, in September, I think. And I think that's why it was bittersweet, because I hadn't seen him all these years, and what we did was sweet. But having to leave was bitter.
Yeah, I can understand that. What about your mother? Let's hear a little bit about your mother.
Oh,
what was your mom's name? I don't even remember.
Oh, you don't want to know her name.
Yeah, of course I do.
We were all German, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Emma Anna.
Emma Anna, that's very German, right?
What should I say about her? I don't know. I had a really, really good relationship with my mother, and I think when I was even real little, she was so patient and taught me things. And
would you say that you are more now like your father or your mother?
my mother.
Similar personalities to your mother.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's talk about the family that you created. So let's hear a little bit about Grandpa and your kids, and this is where we could probably talk for hours. But
I know. Well, what should I say? You should probably ask me questions. I don't know where to start.
All right. Well, how about let's start with your husband's name. What was Grandpa's name?
My husband was a minister. We were married 64 and a half years when he died. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't ever remember a real awful argument.
Yeah.
We always, I'm sure we raised our voices and everything, but nobody walked away from anybody. Nobody was, it was just hurt.
What age were you when you first met Grandpa?
1948.
And where did you meet him?
College.
In college, which was where? What state were you in?
Kansas.
At that point? Kansas. And then, let's see, you got married in 1951.
When he graduated from the seminary.
Right. Was that also in Kansas then?
Hmm?
That was in Kansas as
well?
well?
That was in Missouri.
Oh, that was in Missouri. Okay, and then when he got his first call, was that when you went to North Dakota?
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how about we just go through the chain? So first call was South Dakota.
Then he had a call to Indianapolis.
And then Indianapolis.
Indianapolis was Ohio.
Then Ohio.
Ohio was here.
Ohio to
this
here.
This was the longest.
To home, yeah. So how many years was he here preaching?
3 years was he here. Well, since 1976.
Okay.
That.
So yeah, almost 30 years.
34, yeah.
And he was preaching at St. Luke Lutheran Church for a majority of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all of that, really, until he retired, which then he preached to other churches.
Right.
But.
Okay, let's hear a little bit about your children.
Oh,
let's go through the whole list.
I tell you about Jeremy.
Not grandchildren yet. We haven't gone to grandchildren. Let's talk about children first.
All right.
So, your oldest is Uncle Mark, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what does he do?
He's a minister.
Where does he live?
Nebraska.
Nebraska. You had to think a second there.
I had to think about where Omaha was.
Yeah. And then second born would be
Carol.
Aunt Carol, and
She's in Ohio.
Yep, and she's working as like a nurse. Basically.
She's a caretaker at a big nursing home kind of thing.
Yeah, operation. Cool. And then next would be
Steve.
Uncle Steve.
He is a teacher in Omaha.
Athletic director too, right?
Steve and Tim. Tim is a professor at Gardner-Webb in North Carolina. Steve, Tim, Lisa. Well, you know about your mother.
Yeah, my mother. Well,
she's just the best one of all.
Yeah, of course she is. Well, hopefully she sees this now that we said that. But yeah, so well, you can say a little bit about her. I know about her, but we'll tell the audience about Lisa a little bit.
Well, your mother is I don't know. She's a great caregiver, if there's such a word.
Yeah.
She's very kind to people. She notices where people have needs. She's always busy doing something. And now, with me living here, she's got me on her hands.
Yeah. She, I think she's a lot like you in a lot of ways, which is a good thing. Yeah, no, it's a good thing. And then, last but not least,
Michael.
Uncle Mike.
Lives here. Oh my goodness, I never know what
his title is. He's basically a manager.
It's a manager of a what would you call it?
I think they're called fasteners.
It's some
sales.
kind of a metal type situation.
Basically, he sells nuts and bolts, but
bolts and nuts.
To a lot of them, yeah, a lot at a time. All right, let's go back to one of these questions here. Let's talk about some of the jobs that you had. That you've had. So you started out.
Oh, well, as a teacher first.
What grade did you teach?
I taught kindergarten in St. Louis. Then we were in Denver. They called it vicarage. That was a year between the third and fourth, where you went out on. They called it vicarage, and you kind of got a taste of what you were going to be doing in the ministry. So I taught there. I taught 6th grade. Then we went back for our last year at seminary, and I taught kindergarten again. That's it.
And then once you started having children, did you stop teaching? Yep, started taking care of the kids. 6 kids is a big load, so that's understandable. All right. Let's see. What kind of stuff did you and Grandpa like to do for fun? Maybe with the kids, or is there like a vacation that you remember taking that was...
Most of the things that we did as a family, and that was always a lot of fun because we traveled, and in that day, we weren't what they call poor, as they call poor today. But we just didn't have any extra money, so we couldn't make trips and do things. So we'd think of things to do at home as a group, as a family. It was good.
A lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of different personalities to work with in one house.
Yeah.
All right, how about this? This is probably going to be hard for you to think of on the spot, but what is or was the happiest time of your life?
I would have to say when I was married.
When you were first married, or just that
the whole
time?
Really, the whole time. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely a good.
I don't have any complaints. Naturally, everything wasn't A-OK every day, but I did. I was really blessed with a good marriage.
That's very special. That's hard to find nowadays too. So, what are the best things about your life now? This interview topic is generation to generation. So you're obviously a lot older than me. So what are the best things, the things that you most enjoy at this age?
Oh my goodness.
I know you love to bake.
Yeah, I still like to do housework type things. Yeah, you're right. I like to bake and I like to cook and take care of the house, and unfortunately I can't do yard work anymore, but I love to plant flowers and things out. I love to be outside, let's
Mhm.
put it that way. So this is kind of taking its place.
Okay, and then this kind of goes hand in hand, but what's the most difficult part of being older now? So, difficult, like you can't go out and do so much yard work anymore. Or is there anything else you can speak of on that?
Well, I really miss driving.
Yeah.
I'm not driving
Mhm.
anymore, and that is really, really difficult.
Yeah, I bet.
Because that gave me a lot of independence.
Mhm. A lot more
So,
freedom that way, I
yeah.
assume. Okay, how about this one? Who are the most important people in your life now?
My family.
Your family, your whole big old family.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my children are very important to me.
Mhm.
My grandchildren, I wouldn't give away.
Yeah, let's go through the numbers. So you have 6 children.
Mm-hmm.
How many grandchildren?
21.
21, and then great grandchildren.
9.
9. So that's, let's see, 30.
We have 49
30,
in our family.
with all the spouses.
And I want somebody else to have a baby, so we'll have 50.
Well, it's probably coming soon with this family. You never know. All right. Let's ask one more question here. Let me ask. I don't know. None of these are that interesting to me. Let's just ask my own question. What do you most look forward to in your future? Maybe if it's like, are you looking forward to something that is going to happen this summer, or are you looking forward to more great grandchildren? What are you looking forward to most these days?
I would have to say at my age, you can't look forward to a lot of things that you did, early in my age.
Mm-hmm.
But the most fun things and the things I love and look forward to are my grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it is.
Yeah. There's a lot of love in this family. There's a lot to be happy about.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, Jeremy. I've been so blessed. Now that doesn't mean it's been 100% life. It just means I have so much to be thankful for, and I know that I have things now since Grandpa died that's very, very difficult for me, but I still have support if I need it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
important.
it.
All right, you did great. We're gonna say let's say goodbye to the camera. Just give it a wave.
Goodbye.
Perfect.
Now